Oh shit! No, I'm alive! Are you alive? I'm alive. Okay, so I'm just testing out this new feature on my smartphone here. Apparently, I can live stream on this smartphone. I didn't know that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Huh? Yeah, pretty cool. Usually, when I do this, I'm taking a picture, but no, I'm broadcasting live. Danielson Joshua, yay! Yes, I'm alive. Ask me your questions. I know you have questions. Questions about life, Justin. What should I do? Okay, by the way, it's I just woke up and I'm really sore. Habiba Muli, hey. Yeah, I was doing deadlifts in the gym yesterday. And there was this Ariana Cabrera 8. Yo, ho, ho. There was this guy in the gym yesterday. I'll tell you a story. There was this guy in the gym, like, really YOLO. Yeah, there was this young guy. He was, like, new to basically working out in the gym. How old are you? I'm 36. Anyways, yeah, he didn't know how to deadlift at all, so I was teaching him how to deadlift yesterday. And what I did to him just blew his mind away because he thought that he couldn't lift 225. 225 is like 245 plates on each side of the barbell. And when he tried to do like his first set as a newbie, he was just totally fucking it up, and he just didn't know what to do with his body, and I had to correct everything from his feet to his arms, his grip, and his back. Hey, Justin, do you know how to tremola? Tremola? Yes, of course. Oh! Ramya Sujaya, I really enjoy your videos. Thank you. So I had to fix everything like a doctor, just break apart his form, and then his form got a lot better, and then he was able to deadlift 225. And I just saw it in his eyes, like this aha moment, like, wow, my world just opened up, and now I see the light. Thank you so much. And show your boobs. Wrong channel. Go to Pornhub.com for that. Or HBO. So I'm glad to going back to my story. I'm glad that I helped him out. And yeah, he just nice guy. I mean, but yeah, he just had so much doubt. Are you married? No, I'm single, baby. Single. Do I like girls? Yes, I like girls. Thank you. So I was helping him out, and I come across a lot of guys like that in the gym, in the pool, playing the guitar. Just I don't know why. Maybe I was born a teacher. Maybe I was like an old master in the hills of the forest a long time ago, helping disciples out with something. But something in me is just naturally easy to explain things and teach people. Korean classes are really cool. Justin Ramya Sudhya. Yes. Korean classes. Let's talk about Justin is my husband. He's not single. Yeah, okay, I'm married to you then. Korean classes. Let's talk about Korean classes since you brought this up. I hate Korean classes. I don't know if you've attended Korean classes, but I've attended a lot of Korean classes and I didn't like any of them. I attended Korean classes in Vancouver. I attended Korean classes in Korea. I attended all sorts of classes with different types of students. And I just didn't like the way they were teaching me. Because usually the Korean teacher who teaches those classes teaches a Korean style of learning. And I don't know if you've ever seen or witnessed a Korean style of learning, but it's totally different from Western style. Western style is all about a conversation. opening it up and saying, okay, let's present this in front of everyone. Let's see how everyone interprets it. But Korean style is just like you just shove it in one ear and it comes out the other. Do it, do it. If you're not doing it right, you don't do what teacher says. Teacher hits you, or teacher discipline you, or teacher makes fun of you in front of everyone in the class. Haha, you are so, you are so terrible at Korean. Ha ha ha. Right? That's Korean style, and this does not apply to just learning a language. This applies to everything they do. Like when they learn math, when they learn, I don't know, like other topics or subjects at school. That's the way they learn. That's the style. They just cram it into their brain and out the other. When they prepare for university, it's just all just this. I don't like that style of learning. All right. To be honest, I don't like it. So that's why when I make these simple Korean videos for you guys on YouTube, I make it very fun and simple and funny and poke fun at like how silly it sounds, comparing Korean to English. And yes, I do have a Korean book that's in the works. It's just goddamn long to edit, and I gotta make the course, and I gotta set it up, and I gotta edit. It takes a lot of like post-production, a lot of back-end work that you don't see. That's why I love these streams, live streaming, because I don't have to do anything. I just have to press the go live button. I have a video of me swimming. I tried emailing you, but the size of the video is too big. I was hoping I could compress the video and then put it in the Facebook group. Okay, so if you're wondering, we have a Facebook swimming group I created for you guys to post your videos, so you don't have to like verbally describe what you're saying, like what your problem is when it comes to swimming. Just make a simple video with your smartphone, and then just upload it onto that Facebook group, and then we can all take a look at it and we can just tell you exactly what's wrong. And we don't have to take any guessing. There's no guessing work involved. All right, because usually someone will email me or message me like, I have a problem with breathing. I'm doing this and that. I mean, like, I'm guessing what you're doing. I'm imagining in my head what your breathing or something is like, but there's no proof until I see the video or see it with my own eyes. Okay, so I encourage you. Don't be shy. Look at me. I'm filming right now in my living room with my smartphone held out like this. And it's awkward at first, but once you start filming yourself more and more, you'll get used to it. So yeah, give it a shout. Please give me a shout out. Please don't. Your message disappeared. So going back to Korean classes, I don't like learning in a Korean class. The way I learned Korean was with my Korean girlfriend, or I just hang out with Korean guys and drink. Okay, and that's the best way to learn Korean. You gotta drink. Drinking is the best way to socialize in Korea because you open up. Everyone's scared. What did you have last night? Nothing. I just had water and Gatorade. Have you ever swam competitively, Keely? No, I have not, because my background was always a lifeguard swim instructor background. So in the pool, there are like two worlds. There's a competitive swimming world, and then there's a lifeguard swim instructor world. Can you subscribe to me, Mini Curry? Sure. So there's two different worlds, and usually those two worlds don't go together. They're completely different because competitive, they're all about swimming faster, and lifeguards and swim instructors are all about how I can say saving the public from drowning and just not making a mess of the pool and all that. So we come from completely different worlds. Okay, that is what he said. So yeah, competitively, would I want to swim competitively? I don't know, not really. I don't really have an interest in like shaving off 8 seconds from my backstroke, or doing like it's I do swimming just for health and fitness purpose. Any tips for avoiding ear infections while swimming? Ear infection? Can I get a shout out, Justin Mini Curry? Sure, shout out. Hi. Ear infection. I don't know. I'm not a specialist at that, so it's best to consult a doctor if you do have an ear infection. And no, I've never had an ear infection before. while swimming. I've guzzled tons and tons of water, gallons of it, yeah, from making mistakes and all that. But no, I haven't really had an ear infection and anything that bad. So check with a doctor. Are you married? No, I'm not married. I'm single. For the last time, single, baby. All right. So I am actively looking out for all these Vancouver hotties out on the streets. They're all in Vancouver. I don't know if you are in Vancouver. It's really hot here. It's really muggy now. A lot of forest fires going on. A lot of girls wearing short shorts and tank tops. And god damn, mwah, que bella. And me, I'm wearing tank tops as well and shorts outside, so I don't give a fuck. It's just hot, sweating hot. This is like you're perspiring. You're wiping your forehead every hour or so. It's that hot nowadays. But today it's a little bit cooler. I don't know why. So yeah, Korean classes, I don't recommend them. Don't sign up for Korean classes if your teacher is Korean, because yeah, she will scold you. She will make fun of your English. She will probably hit you in the head or something. Or I don't know. I just seen the way it works, and I just don't like the way it's taught. The best way to learn Korean is getting a Korean girlfriend or Korean boyfriend to teach you, or learning from somebody who has a similar background as you. So like me, I'm from North America. I went to Korea. I lived in Korea. I experienced Korea. I learned the Korean language by myself without a book. I threw the book away. By the way, I bought so many books and I never used them. They're such a waste. I just got bored because what was in the books, what was written in the books, wasn't what I was speaking in everyday life in Korea. People weren't saying these words in the book because the book was written by some closed-door Korean professor who thought, like, this is the way I should present Korean to the rest of the world. But that's not how it's spoken in everyday life, man. I mean, like, nobody says in English, hello, how are you today, sir? I hope you have a great day this afternoon. Nobody says that to you. Everyone says, what's up? Hey, how's it going? And all good. It's all good. That's what they say here. And so, yeah, most lessons. Ugh, no, Stephen Curry. I think I don't know if his name is Stephen. Yeah, I think his name's Stephen Curry. Survival Korean. His book is good because he comes from a foreigner and he has a foreigner perspective. So he will. Yeah, he has a good book for you guys, and check it out. Survival Korean. Yeah. So, Korean. What else are we gonna go learn today? So right now I'm kind of like in between filming sessions. So I got a lot to film. I'm planning to go to UBC and film. I don't know if you know UBC. UBC is University of British Columbia here in Vancouver. So they've got a very new pool, a new swimming pool that a facility that was like they spent millions of dollars on. So you can YouTube UBC pool, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So it looks like a museum. So I was like, okay, you piqued my interest. I should check it out. So that's what I'm planning to do. Going to UBC, film swimming there. Do you know Do Ho Choi? No, I don't know. Who's that? Hey, careful, guys. Watch your language in the comments section. Say something about proper dive into the water. Proper dive. I mentioned this in the last live stream. First of all, put your arms on top of beside your head like this, and make sure your biceps are squeezing against the side of your head here. And okay, this is no longer your head. This is your head. The tips of your fingers. Okay, and when you enter the water, you enter with your fingers, not with your head. And most people, they make that mistake. They go and they land on their face because you've got to transfer your head to here. Okay, your fingertips. So when you enter the water, you're entering with your fingertips first. All right, so you gotta bow down. I teach all my students, bow down to the water. All right, don't look at the water, bow to the water. Bow. So, that's my tip. Squeeze your biceps against the side of your head, make a nice hat. The hat does not come off, and you bow to the water, and the head, the entry point is your fingers, not your face. Proper diving process into the water. I just did it, okay? Hi, I'm a big fan of you from India. By the way, can you please say Keviso KG? KG? Okay, Keviso KG. So I'm planning to film in UBC pool, and there's some other pools that I have in mind that around here in Vancouver that I want to show you that are pretty cool. And yeah, just answering your questions about swimming more often than not. I know there are some guitar subscribers, Korean subscribers, fitness subscribers. Yeah, I will get to those videos. They're on my to-do list. But since, again, it's summertime, still, we got about a month left of summer. So, might as well enjoy it, guys. Enjoy the outdoors and just learn how to swim. So, to answer the question about competitive swimming, do I want to be a competitive swimmer? No, not really. It doesn't really interest me. I do swimming for the purposes of just staying in shape. That's all I do. Swimming is like my cardio. If I had to choose between 1 hour of running on the treadmill or 1 hour of swimming in the pool, I would choose the pool always. It's just a lot more fun, and you get an overall better workout when you're swimming in a pool. I mean, think about it. On the treadmill, you're just using your legs, and the machine does all the work for you. When you're in a pool, you have to use your arms, your legs, your core, breathing, and you got to put it all together. How many Indians are watching right now? I can see a lot. I have no idea, but yeah, for some reason, here's an interesting fact. I get a lot of clientele that are from India here in Vancouver, and I get a lot of viewers from India. And also Asia as well, like, I don't know, Chinese people. But I noticed that Chinese and Indian swimmers make up a big portion of my clientele. Have you thought of coming to India? Yeah, maybe in the future. And I think that both India and China, they both have a similar background. Most of them, kids growing up. Hi, fan from Saudi Arabia. Can you talk about how to jump to the water like pro swimmer? Jump in the water. You gotta do a dive and you gotta pull up. So those pro swimmers, they're diving into the water, and they're pulling up, and then they continue their swim with the dolphin kick, like this, and it's kind of like doing the worm. This movement is very important in swimming, just like a battle rope when you're doing CrossFit or something. Keeping this shape is very important than going like this. This is not as efficient as this. Alright? Undulating your body. So, try practicing this movement in the water. Alright? Just like a water snake, just like a wave. Create a wave using your body. It's a very important movement to learn when you're swimming. It's more important than diving, I would say. Diving is just for showing off. Most of the times, I don't dive into the water. Why? Because it's not safe, first of all. There could be other people in my lane or hiding underneath the water that suddenly surface. It happens. Sometimes my goggles flip off my eyes when I dive. So you got to make sure they're extra tight more often when you dive. So what do? I enter the water feet first most of the time. And there's no shame in that. You're not here to show off. You're here to work out, and that's what I do. I'm here to work out. I'm here to do my workout, finish, and then get out. Right? I'm not here to just play around like most of the public does. I'm trying to swim 50 meters under 35 seconds for a lifeguard test. Will flip turn? Of course! Here's the funny thing, though. When I did my lifeguard test, we had to do 200. No. Yeah, it was 200 or 400. I think it was 400 meters. 400 meters of freestyle. So that means 400 meters. That means like I got to, like, it's not a race. It's more a marathon. You just got to complete it. You can't give up. That was the biggest hurdle. Second thing is, like, when we did the test, there were like 16 of us lifeguards in the pool, and we all had to share lanes. So the problem with sharing lanes is you can't do flip turns because you're gonna spear somebody, you're gonna hit somebody in the face or kick somebody. And same thing with breaststroke. You gotta be very careful with your whip kick. Woo! You go around and you might hit somebody on the side. So you gotta be very mindful of that. So we couldn't really do flip turns on our test. So all we can do is just Spider-Man grab the wall and just push off. That's it. Come to Nagaland, northeast part of India. Sure. That's all we can do when we had the test. And most of us, our goal was just to complete it because it was just so damn long and tiring. And yeah, it was just like, oh, thank God. Okay. So for your lifeguard test, if you have a single lane to yourself, unto yourself, there's no one else swimming in your lane, yeah, learn the flip turn. Flip turns are very important. They will cut down your time drastically. Learn the flip turn, and as well, learn how to do this, the dolphin kick, after you do your flip turn. This will save you energy, save you time, and will give you a break. It gives you a break from using your arms and legs because this requires very little effort. It's just a movement that you have to incorporate. It's a very simple movement. Actually, simple for me, but maybe difficult for others. But yeah, this movement here, baby. Okay. So what was I talking about? Yeah, Indian and Chinese students, they have very similar backgrounds, I noticed. Like, they tell me, like, their horror stories growing up. Like, yeah, their parents threw them in the water when they were kids, and they were forced to swim or drown, and they're traumatized for life. So these adults, they grow up, they come to me, and they tell me these stories. I'm like, you know what? You're not the first person who's told me this story. I mean, I had another client, and another client, and another client, and then another client, and then another client tell me the same exact story. I'm like, holy shit, this is not the way to learn something, you know? It would be like, I don't know, riding a bike. You just ride this bike down a dangerous hill for the first time. Hell no, I'm gonna learn in a quiet area with tricycle wheels attached, supporting wheels, and with a helmet and knee supports and all that. If I was learning a bicycle for the first time, I think he was trying to hook you up with Indian chick. There are lots of Indian girls here in Vancouver, by the way. Can you put a nylon string on a acoustic? Of course. It won't sound as good, but who's to stop you? Also, I was thinking about the replies I got from a video that I made a while ago of never put your guitar in a guitar case. And I got all these grumpy people emailing me like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I put humidifier on my guitar, and I put my guitar in my case, and I take care of my case, and I just never listen to this guy. It's like, calm down, buddy. Like, if you bought a $3,000 guitar, then yeah, take care of it. I mean, like, who wouldn't? But think about what kind of musician you are. That's the more important thing. What kind of musician are you? So I'll give you a backstory. A long time ago, when I was a kid learning guitar as a teenager, I had a crappy electric guitar. It was like $200 guitar. I knew it was a piece of crap, but that guitar laid the foundation to later on in life where I got much better at playing guitar. You got to start from somewhere. So, when I was starting out as a teenager, all my friends had guitars. And one of my friends, his dad bought him a like $3,000 Gibson Les Paul. Now, if you don't know what a Les Paul is like the guitar Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin uses. Okay? So it's a $3,000 American-made guitar, Les Paul. And us friends, we were flabbergasted because this kid has such an expensive guitar in his hands. And then I would watch him play it, and he sucked shit. And when I say sucked shit, I mean like all he would do was play AC/DC or Metallica on that guitar really badly. That's all he would do. Every day, every time, every session, every time we met, he would play AC/DC or Metallica shit all the time, really badly. And I was getting much better than him, and I was improvising, and I was trying to do things on my own. I wasn't trying to learn or copy other bands. I mean, like, it's good to imitate, your favorite bands at first when you don't know what you're doing, but there comes a point where you gotta let go and start making your own sound. And he never did make his own sound. What did he do? He got another expensive guitar from his mommy and daddy, and then another expensive guitar. And you know what he is? He's a tourist. He's not an artist. There are artists and there are tourists. Okay? You've got to differentiate between these two groups because they're totally different musicians. An artist doesn't give a fuck about his guitar. Do you know Jimi Hendrix? He slept with his guitar. He banged his guitar. He lit his guitar on fire. You know, like Leadbelly. He had a piece of shit guitar. It was just. He just banged the hell out of it. He didn't care because he kept using it every day. Wear and tear. He just used it every day. Ed Sheeran's guitar. Look at all the stickers. Look at how many bangs, nicks, scrapes, cuts on it. That is a working musician right there that you see in front of you, right? He uses his guitar just every day. He doesn't worship it. He doesn't put it on a pedestal like these tourists do. These tourists, they work shit jobs. They complain about their lives, but they can afford to buy all these expensive guitars of these guitar heroes that they worshipped when they were younger. So they're surrounded by all these nice, expensive guitars that they have, and they put them in their cases afterward. They put them on the pedestal or like the case, I've seen those types of musicians, and what do? They all play the same goddamn shit. They play AC/DC, they play Eagles, they play Metallica, they try to play Led Zeppelin. But if I ask them, can you make your own like sound? Do you make your own music? And they'd be like, no, I don't have time for that. I work a job. I work a 9-to-5 job. I'm just an everyday worker. I just use the guitar to relax and relieve my stress. I get it. I know where you're coming from, all right? So don't watch my videos because my videos are not for you. I am in the artist category. I'm not in the tourist category. My guitars that you see, yeah, they're cheap, but I use them every day. That's why I don't need to put them in the case. I don't need to worry about nicking and scratching them or banging them up. I don't need to worry about that. And did I have expensive guitars before? Yes, I did. I had a 52 Telecaster USA. I spent $3,000 on it. And I got paranoid every day because it was the most money I have ever spent on a guitar. And I was afraid that it would get stolen and I would bang it up. And I'd probably have to consider getting insurance for it in case someone tried to rip me off or break into my car, take it. All of this panic and worry, this was not what I signed up for. So, again, if you are a working musician, then yes, you need to up the ante. You need to get better gear. You need to get Fender guitars or Gibson guitars, or you need to get Taylor guitars or Martin guitars. Those 4 brands that I just mentioned, those are the big players. And you're going to need to get insurance. And you're going to need to get a collection. But if you're making the money, if the money's coming in, then by all means, yes. Okay? But I'm just saying that most artists don't worry about their guitars like you do. You tourists at home that just want to relax at the end of the day and play AC/DC and Metallica. All right? Then put your guitar in your case. Protect your investments. All right? My favorite guitar is Fender Telecasters. Okay, I love Fender Telecasters. I like Taylor guitars. Taylor guitars are nice, but they're very expensive. So if I were to go on tour, I would pick up a Taylor guitar. I would pick up a Martin guitar. I would pick up a Fender guitar. Gibson guitars are just too goddamn heavy, okay? If it's a semi-hollow, then yes, I would consider it. But most Gibson Les Pauls are just goddamn too hard, heavy. Everyone complains about the strap digging into their shoulders at the end of every gig when they play Les Paul. All right, so Gibsons, yeah, they have a very good sound, but you got to pay the price with the weight of the guitar. Which guitar sounds the best? It's up to you. I mean, everyone's ears are subjective. Okay, everyone has their own perspective on what sounds good. Okay, someone who likes Metallica is not someone who likes Radiohead. Someone who likes Radiohead is not someone who likes Metallica, and those two bands use very different guitars. Okay, so Radiohead, they use Fender guitars. Metallica, they use ESP guitars or whatever. Do you use steroids, bro? No. 100% natural. I just work out goddamn hard. I do a lot of calisthenics, gymnastics. I used to do bodybuilding, but no, I want to stop that. I love your swimming, thank you. And I do a lot of swimming. And I should do sprinting. I have stopped sprinting, but yeah. You can swap sprinting with swimming. Okay, if I had to choose the only two forms of cardio, it would be sprinting plus skipping rope. Okay, I like to combine both skipping rope and sprinting together, or swimming. Okay, and when I say swimming, I'm not talking about zombie swims. This is like 70% of the swimmers I see in the pool. Zombie swimmer. Don't be a zombie swimmer. Okay, put some effort. Put your back into it. You can do it. Put your back into it. Okay, now. So what I mean by zombie swimmers are those lazy goddamn swimmers you see. Those are like the people who put the treadmill setting on 1 and think, oh God, I got my cardio in. I got my workout. No, you did not. You're not huffing and puffing. Even if it's endurance, you got to put a little bit more effort into your strokes. Okay, so cardio-wise, I have 3 settings. Sprinting, butterfly, jogging, front crawl, and then a little bit of brisk walking, which is breaststroke. And I just alternate between those 3 speeds. Okay? I can't do butterfly forever. Nobody can. I can't do front crawl forever. Nobody can. I can do breaststroke for quite a long time. It's just like you walking. And I can kick it up a notch by just adding a little bit more effort into my breaststroke, like those competitive swimmers do. And that can be brisk walking for me. So those 3 speeds. I'm a kid. How can I swim better? Sign up for my online course, 7dayswim.co, or find a private swim coach in your area. Do not take local swimming lessons. They are cheap, but you get what you pay for, okay? You get a tired-ass lifeguard at the end of his or her shift teaching 8 or 9 snot-nosed little kids how to do a front crawl, and he or she does not have time to focus his attention to each swimmer and give individual feedback. No, it's just a generalized mixed swimming. Okay, so be careful. Romania, hey! Hey! You're from Romania, Stefan? You not? Here's a fun fact. I am planning a trip to Eastern Europe, and I want to visit Romania, Ukraine, Czech Republic. I want to visit Poland. And it's my first time, but I'm excited to go there. I want to learn Russian. Okay? To me, traveling around the world, seeing how other people live, and just, seeing different perspectives, that to me is fun. Okay? Like, who wants to live in a city for the rest of your life? Oh, привет. Who wants to live in a city for the rest of their lives? I mean, we're at a day and age where we can hop on a plane, you can go anywhere around the world, spend a few days, spend a few months, get an Airbnb. Just, you can do your routine. You can do your same routine no matter where you go. I was in Thailand. I spent 3.5 months in Thailand. What did I do? I did the same routine that I do here in Vancouver. What do? I work on my online business. I make YouTube videos. I go to the gym. I go to the supermarket, buy my chicken and broccoli. I go date girls. I go out in public. I go try nice restaurants. I go shopping in the mall. I do the same goddamn thing. It's not that different, okay? Yes, there are differences in language and the culture, but that's the flavor, you know? That's something that you don't see in your hometown. I've been to Vancouver. Oh my God. Tell me about it. Tell me about your trip to Vancouver. Was it good? Was it bad? What sucked? What rocked? But this is what I'm talking about. I mean, everybody has a routine. Yeah? You should stick to it. You should always go to the gym. You should never, like, skip the gym or skip the pool. That's not right. You don't have to. And who says you have to when you're abroad? I mean, you can do the same things. Dude, I love you. Lo, Ogawa-san. Cool. Arigato. Domo arigato. So, where do you live in Vancouver? I live in Burnaby. Burnaby, baby. So, you know, learning new languages, opens up a lot of new doors. Like, when I learned Korean, holy shit. I learned a lot more about Korean culture that was not seen in the books. You will too. So, I encourage you guys to learn a new language, learn a new culture, see how other people live, all right? Because most of the people that I meet in Vancouver, in my hometown, they haven't really lived abroad anywhere. Most of my friends, they've never lived. I mean, I'll give you an example. They've visited other countries. They've been on like vacations, but vacations don't count. That's just skimming the surface. They haven't gone deep into a country's culture and language before. So it's very hard for them, or very hard for me to relate to them because they only have one perspective, and that's Vancouver perspective. And that's just so one-sided. And once you become one-sided, you become closed-minded. You're not really open to new experiences, new cultures. And most of these people that I meet, you can tell that they've never visited or they've never lived in other countries. Why? Because they always look bored. They always look bored or pissed off. Nothing's going great for them. Like, oh my God, like the Starbucks lineup is just so long. Like, oh my God, rain in Vancouver again. I'm so angry. That's like the typical Vancouver face you'll see in the public. I'm not joking. That's what you'll see. But the people who have like an open eye, wide-eyed experience, like they just got like a genuine soft look to their face, like this. They're walking like this about. Those are the people I can tell. They've experienced other cultures. They've been around the world. They've seen what poor looks like in other countries. They've seen what struggle looks like when you're in another country. They've come to appreciate what it's like living in a first world country where everything is just given to you. We're so goddamn spoiled here in Canada and the United States. And I come to appreciate it every day that I'm living here. Like, God damn it, the air is so fresh. God damn it, like, I can get anything I want. I can buy anything I want. I can meet anyone I want. I'm healthy. I'm alive. I'm talking to you. I have a phone that works. So I can live stream with you guys. I appreciate everything. I just don't take anything for granted. My God. It can all go away. I saw like kids sleeping on the streets at night, in the middle of the night in Thailand, covered in dirt. And then the mothers trying to sell like these fake bags, laid out on the sidewalk. Like, my God. How hard is it to live that kind of life? Or like in Korea, I see these really, really old people. Like they're pulling a wagon full of cardboard. I mean, they're going around town collecting cardboard. It's just so they can make a few pennies. Like stacks and stacks and stacks of cardboard. The shit that you and I throw out, they collect it. They scavenge it. They treat it like gold. And that's really hard. It's hard work, the backbreaking work. I mean, pulling that wagon. And they're pulling the wagon on the road. and cars are swerving around these old folks. Just God damn it, how hard is it to live a life like that? You know, in the country where that doesn't give you as many benefits as like countries like Canada. So appreciate what you have, my friend. Okay, not the rest. The rest of the world doesn't live like you or me. So one of my goals is to give back to you, to them, to whoever I meet that needs help. The only way you can help people is being rich. Okay? You can't help people when you're poor. So, make that money. Make the money and then go help people. All right? I don't want to die with a mountain full of cash. Why? What's the point? Well, what kind of legacy is that? Like, holy shit. My bank account, I have like $10 billion and I'm about to die. Fuck. No, I want to give that money away. I want to help as many people as possible out. I don't want to give it to my greedy kids. They can earn their own money. I'd rather teach them to make their own fortune. But there's just so many people out in the world that need help. Their government won't help them. Their families won't help them. Their friends won't help them. Society won't help them. And I see it every day, every country I visit. I see these people in my own country as well. But the thing is about Vancouver homeless people is they've got so much help. Vancouver homeless people, you are the most spoiled homeless people in the world. You get all this help from the government and yet you do nothing. You do nothing with it. That's the problem. It's like a double-edged sword. I mean, when you live in a first world country and you're poor, there's no excuse for that, in my opinion. That's just goddamn laziness. You have so many benefits here. Government giving you money, my tax dollars going to you to eat, for you to eat, to get up every day and go look for work. Get your ass off the concrete and go look for work. But they're just not hungry. They're not driven. They're just how can I say? They're just satisfied. That's the stasis that they're in here. They just accept it, and they don't want to get better. They're content. That's the word. They are content. Homeless people in Vancouver are content. They would rather sleep all day on the concrete, collect checks from the government, beg a little bit, and that's it. That's as far as they will go. I can't push them to get a job. I can't push them to get better. I can't push them to make something for themselves. That's something they have to do on their own. So, yeah. But other people struggling in other countries like Thailand or Korea, yeah, I really feel for them because their governments don't give a shit about them. And people like that deserve help. And you don't see it every day. It's not broadcasted every day. People don't make infomercials about them every day. What you see every day on your TV is usually starving kids in Africa. Yes, those kids, those people, they need help as well. But what I'm saying is, like, everywhere else in the world, there are people struggling. You just don't see it. It's not as big or it's not as TV worthy, as you think. And I see it when I travel. Everywhere I go, I travel and I see it. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. The rich get bored, the poor yeah. I want to balance. I want to balance it out. Even the playing field, okay? Some people are poor. They've just hit a bad streak. I get it. Maybe their business failed. But if they are hungry enough, they will bounce back. But some homeless people, they just don't have the right circumstances. So I'd like to be that part of the equation that balances us out. The outlier. I want to be the outlier. That's my role in life. Fuck up things. Okay, so yeah, that's all I want to say for now. I'm glad that you guys are watching along with this live stream, and let me show you. Let me show you what Vancouver looks like right now. I got a question. My head keeps thinking when I side breathe. What can I do? Headbutt the water, okay? When you side breathe, you don't just stick your head out like this. Okay? No. That's passive. Okay? When you side breathe, you have to stab your leading arm in front. Okay? You don't do this. You do this. Okay? You stab, and you see my shoulder popping out in front of me. But at the same time, I headbutt the water. Headbutt. So you headbutt and you stab at the same time. You look like this. And that is a killer move. That's going to give you that momentum, okay? But let me show you Vancouver. This is the view. Appreciate what you got, okay? This will all go away. Or be owned by the Chinese. So appreciate what you have, okay? My God, I woke up to this. How lucky am I? Okay? So appreciate what you have. God damn it. Now go forth and kick some ass. Okay, I'm gonna go make a video for you guys. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.